What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush and welcome to episode 10 of my FIFA 14 Road to Brazil series. Basically what it is a traditional Road to Gold with my own slight twist on it. I'm going to be starting off with a silver non-rare base squad and then upgrading it depending on the results from the games I play in the episode. Upgrade if I win, downgrade if I lose. I'll go from silver non-rare to a silver rare team to a gold non-rare and then to a gold rare team, and also have some informs and maybe team of the season cards in there as well. But last episode we're getting back on track, not playing as well as we have been playing. But we went through Ibsen in the last game, unfortunately lost, but we're still going to go through him in this game. We cannot downgrade any further than a silver non-rare card, so that's the reason we're still going for Ibsen to go and swap out the silver non-rare CDM we have there. I believe the only one silver non-rare player remaining in the team, before we can set our sights on upgrading it to more of a gold non-rare players. But to come against another BPL team, a lot of pace across the board there, as you can see. David Luiz, Kyle Walker, Coyote, Clichy, some very, very pacey players in that team. I was not looking forward to this game at all because last episode, the final game, I came against a very, very similar BPL team with a lot of sweat, and this team is a very, very similar team. Kagawa here breaks into the box. They got completely duped by that fake shot in the 69th minute. I really, really should have read that a lot more. And I went on ultra attacking, trying to get that goal back, and unfortunately I do go and fuck up with the keeper. He's then going to capitalise on that mistake by me, and that's going to go and make it 2-0 from Sami Eto'o up front. It's kind of a frustrating game to play. As you can see there, he dominated me in shots. I did have a lot more possession in, but I was expecting at least one of my shots to go in the goal. I think I also had a penalty maybe, which I went and fucked up as well. So I'm not too sure about that game, if it was that game, but we're going to move into the straight in and we're going to go for Ibsen again, because obviously that's probably the only player we still need to upgrade. We're still going to put a, we're going to go and put, I believe, a fitness card onto the team before we go into the next episode. Hopefully, in next game, sorry, hopefully that will strengthen the team up a bit more. But we go into this game here, come up against this guy here. And I was waiting to see if he was actually going to connect or not, and I decided to go. I was trying to make him swap kits because all I had was a very, very similar kit. But hopefully we can go and upgrade the silver non-rare CDM to Ibsen, and then set our goal onto upgrading mainly some gold non-rare players. We've got a couple in the team already, but come on, gets another very, very strong Bundesliga team, mainly Bayern Munich, I think, plus the addition of Royce and Borussia Dortmund's Lewandowski there, and Marons and Mandzukic is no longer playing, but still a very, very solid team, and I was not looking forward to it at all. But rating is again, I don't know, I think it may be my stadium or the opponents I keep coming against. I've had snow, I've had rain, I've barely had anything but sunshine, but we do go and put a goal in the back of the net there to go and make that 1-0, and I ballsed up here. I really, really should have done better defending. I believe that's going to be Lewandowski or Mandzukic is going to get their head onto that to go and make that 1-1 there. I was kind of frustrated about that because my error did lead to the throwing, but I do get taken down in the box. I've been getting very, very lucky in the past episodes to get some penalties, and do get taken down in the box by Boateng there. I think it was a complete foul, as you can see there. I was just about to shoot, completely takes me out. You could argue he was just using some body strength there, but Douglas Costa's going to stand up here, and hopefully he's going to slot this in the 71st minute to go and give us the lead back 2-1 here. And I was thinking of going right, and then I thought I'd go for a bit of a change, went to the left-hand side, got so lucky there. I was expecting Neuer just to put his hand on that, but that made it 2-1 here. Over the top ball into Edison, one of the recently upgraded players here, and he's going to find some way into the box. Get fairly lucky for that shot to get rebounded off the post, fall into the path of Jobson. He's going to put it in the back of the net, and this guy had enough. In the 76th minute, he went out and rage quitted there. I was 3-1 up, and I'm not too sure why. He still had the chance of coming back, and it's kind of stupid that he just lost his DNF there. And as you can see there, I had a lot more possession in him, had a couple more shots on target, so I probably deserved that win overall. I was kind of frustrated about the goal I conceded as well. It was mainly down to my error in kicking it out, giving him the throw-in, which led to the cross. But that means we can now go and upgrade our CDM to Ibsen. Luckily, our CDM was actually injured, so that's great timing indeed. But now we're going to go for Fernandinho to go and fill one of the CDM roles. I'm not too sure what player I'm going to swap out. I think I'm probably going to swap out Ibsen just because he's not actually a default CDM. Have Fernandinho and Swaza, the ginger CDM there you can see in the CDM spots, and the rest of the team is actually forming quite well. I'm pretty happy with it so far. It seems to be performing very, very well indeed. As you can see there, we've got 3 gold non-red players. If we win this game, we're going to have 4, and I'll probably have to think of other opportunities to upgrade. I'm really, really liking Jobson up top, so I don't really need to upgrade him. Fabiano, the keeper, doing very, very well indeed. Kanu, fairly solid. Leonardo, really enjoyed playing with him in the cam spot. It would have to be probably the right back or left back would be the next place to upgrade, and then maybe the CDM. But we come into the third and final game against another BPL mix with the Liga BVA there, and a very, very strong squad. We also got the additional Marquisio, but he hasn't got a lot of chemistry, which could come in my favour, and I believe it does here. Jobson finding a nice ball into the path of Douglas Costa, sprinting on through, and he's going to put it past the keeper to go and make that 1-0 in the second minute. A great start indeed. Douglas Costa here finding a nice ball into Ibsen. He's going to be charging on through. Get fairly lucky for him to fail with that, but God knows what's going on. It rebounds everywhere, falls into the path of Jobson, who's going to capitalise on that to go and make that 2-0. He then goes and gets a red card with Ramirez with an absolute naughty challenge right through the back of my legs in the 15th minute. And this guy raged. He was just not having any of it. That is probably going to go from worse to even worse with that red card. And as you can see there, he had no shots on target. I had more possession, 3 shots on target as well. And he wasn't a strong opponent. That team, I was expecting a lot more fight, but it's probably the chemistry that led to his weak downfall. If you have low chemistry and you come up against a 100 chemistry team, you are at a disadvantage by far. But that means we can go and swap out Ibsen for Fernandinho in a centre mid position. I don't think it actually changes the chemistry too bad, so there's a reason not to spend double the amount of coins on him. Also picked him up with the backbone chemistry style on. Picked him up with no contracts, but I have plenty of contracts to go and apply onto him. And hopefully he should do a very, very solid role. I wasn't really liking Ibsen too much. Hopefully Fernandinho is going to be a lot stronger and a lot more rigid in that CDM spot. Just doing some club maintenance before I end the episode, guys. But overall, this team's doing very, very well so far. Need to think of some players to upgrade now. But guys, it's coming to the end of the episode. If you like, remember to hit that like button. Also, remember to subscribe, stay tuned to the series, and any feedback in the comments would be much appreciated. Guys, this has been Courage. Till next time, adios!